Let's now turn our attention to the India-China tension. Now, tough military-level talks between India and China are underway right now at the line of actual control. However, as per sources to Economic Times, China has made an untenable demand, asking that India move back to finger 2 post, adding that China will move back to finger 6 post at the line of actual control. Now, sources also say that India is firm on its stand that it wants status quo to be restored. Those are the details that are coming in. In fact, let me go across to Manu Pabi, who's joining us on the phone line. Manu Pabi, thank you so much for joining us. If you can take us through what you're picking up from sources in terms of this untenable demand that has been made and what is now the way forward?
See, the demand is totally untenable for the reason that the aggression has been displayed by China this time. They are the ones who moved ahead. You know, for years, this area has not been held by force. For years, it was only patrol. So the Chinese changed the status quo on the ground by moving in troops to finger 4. They're demanding us to go further back to 2. You know, this is something that India cannot agree to. Secondly, as we've seen in Galwan, even after a promise is made that we will move back, the tendency on the Chinese side has been not to follow through on the promise. And the reason Colonel Babu went in with troops and the skirmish occurred is because the Chinese did not follow what was talked about. So very difficult now for the army to, really understand or agree with what the Chinese are doing. The way forward, as India sees it, I think, is that as China has made the first move of, scaling up tension on the border, they have to take the first move to go back. And if they do withdraw and if they thin out, then there's a possibility of this thing ending, in a normal manner. But as far as we can see, this is the third level of talks today. We still have to find out what's happened. They're still not over. But in the last 2 levels of talks, we figured out that the Chinese are not willing to discuss much or to move much on the ground. So it really is a stalemate. We believe that this stalemate could well enter into the winters. And I think we'll have to wait and watch. But on the ground, situation remains the same. The build-up remains the same. In fact, over the past few days, the Chinese have actually consolidated their positions. We've seen the reports of them building more things at the back. They've brought in more troops. So it is quite tense. And of course, the Chinese deployment has been matched and mirrored by us in stronger numbers. But I think it is not going to be a one-day affair or a one-week affair. We have to be prepared for a long haul as far as the situation goes on the border.